Can't say I'm surprised to see you running towards the sun like a moth to a flame. People try and stop you, all the fakes just watch you, dying just to know whether you'll play your life like their game.
I can't say I'm surprised to see you running towards the sun like a moth to a flame. Hey. Who'd have thought we would be reading those lyrics or even humming them? We'll decide whether we're humming them later. But yeah, this is the news that Elizabeth Grant has released a new song, better known as Lana Del Rey. Obviously, it's a fake name. Come on, it's a stage name. But yeah, massive news in terms of not just James Bond, but the video game as well. We have probably the first Bond song in 5 years. No, more, because No Time to Die, the song came out in maybe 2019, 2020 when it was first meant to be released. So this is it feels like quite a big moment. And, like other podcasts and people, of course, when that came out, all reaction videos and all this. So this is the first Bond song we've been able to sort of do one of these for, which feels like quite a big thing. It's not for Bond 26, just to let you, if anyone's just joined us and they've heard that Lana Del Rey is doing a Bond song, but that in itself is it's a pretty big deal to have her doing a song for the game First Light. So yes, Guy, this has all come upon us very quickly. Is anyone familiar with Lana Del Rey particularly? I mean, I'm not massively.
Yeah, I got her first couple of albums whenever they were released. Would that be like 2000 and
yeah,
it's a while ago, and I was a very big fan and always have been. I just stopped getting her albums for not out of not an active choice. Really liked those. Really liked her as a musician. Liked her voice mixed with her style of music. Yeah, there was a point when I was very, very. In fact, it'll be like 2011 maybe when I first. So that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
she's obviously gone on to create quite a name for herself, and kind of that style that she's kind of adopting and pushing into kind of new genres of music, kind of. I've always really liked her, and must be when we started this podcast. Obviously, discussions were always around her having that kind of voice to suit a Bond song, and I think that's like it's a really obvious, thing that you notice about her singing style, that she emulates those sounds from Nancy, like sort of Nancy Sinatra old time,
60s,
60s,
time.
So it's in her own right, she's a great artist in my view, but as a Bond fan, I've always sensed that she is sorry, not a Bond fan.
Carl's done his sense that
she's always been, her name's been thrown in there lots of times, and it's not massively surprising that she's doing a Bond song, but it's still huge news.
She did do a song, I think, submitted maybe for Spectre, was it? I think
that's right. Yeah,
I can't.
I think
I can't remember.
I don't know that we've heard it.
Right. Okay. Well, I presume it's better than the radio.
I've already done that joke. I think it's called 24, possibly. The song.
I think it was revealed only in the last year. What it was.
But I don't know if it's on one of her albums, and I don't know if it's called 24 because it was the 24th Bond film. I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah, holding tight.
Yeah. Again, you really need to examine these things. But yeah.
Rob, do you know much about Lana Del Rey?
No, shamefully, this is the first Lana Del Rey song I've ever heard. So, for me, a great way to start. I will be looking at the back catalogue on the basis of what I've heard today. To just hop on there, the sort of like the excitement of this. I mean, like, I've just gone on, like, you look across the news websites now, and the BBC are running a story that Lana Del Rey has done a song for the new Bond game. Number one, this game's big business. This is a big deal. This game, really big deal. You've got, we knew it was going to be a big deal when Coca-Cola were doing, well in advance those promotional packets. I know through a few sources that some promotional stuff is coming out associated with the game that's going to be real Bondian, really Bondian, which we might have to talk about off air slightly. But so it's being really like this is a huge deal, this
Yeah.
game. And then when you factor in like one original material, original music material, but we haven't even got to the story. The story's like really under wraps as well, but we'll forget that for the time being because I'm assuming that when we all get a chance to play this, we'll have reactions to the gameplay, but
Oh yeah.
also, the story element of the game as well. Because my word, am I pooing my pants about that? Fresh Bond adventure, dear, dear,
Yeah,
dear. But then when you go to what this means culturally, like it's a huge deal. This because Bond music is a huge deal. So it's just great to see. Oh, and it's so great to get excited about something really positive about Bond.
yeah,
Yeah.
And like future stuff that we can gorge on. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I've already listened to it possibly 15 times. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
ridiculous. Like the kids are absolutely sick to death.
yeah.
We're Taylor,
Ta-ta!
like that. So yeah, just so exciting, so exciting.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
is a big deal, isn't it? It was on BBC. You're absolutely right, and
Mm.
it's good. It's a good advert for the game,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
got it, in the Steve Coogan word, the zeitgeist. Which Bond, there are worries that Bond, is it relevant for anyone under the age of 50 these days? I know Lana Del Rey isn't, a hip young thing anymore, but she's quite a big name for this kind of project. And it isn't
Yeah.
really I don't know, her age group and the fans of her, it's probably younger who they're aiming for the game. So this is probably to draw in other people on top of that, which is
Mm.
probably a good idea. But when we
Mm.
first heard it, guys, when we first heard it, we knew that David Arnold was involved. This has all happened today, by the way. We didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we learned both at the same time,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah. So the
Oh
first
wait, hang
basically what
on.
I'm
Like
saying
so,
is, yeah, go
is
no,
that
go on.
what like so Arnold? So I just like obviously because we're on our WhatsApp group, like, and I
Yeah,
saw that Arnold is involved as well.
he is. He's written it or co-written it. I'm not absolutely sure yet with Lana Del
Uh,
Rey because there are very Arnold vibes to it.
oh
But
yeah,
that's interesting because Rob. So if you didn't know that going into it, can you now hear those?
yeah. Well, in the sense that I think so many of the cues and elements to the song are extremely Bondian.
Yes.
So yeah, in which case yes, because I think that a lot of Arnold's work was very Bondian.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would make complete sense to me. It would also make sense that this is an extremely in Arnold's body of work to do with Bond. This is an extremely strong piece. Like
Yeah.
I think this is up there with as good as with anything he's done. I think, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I
No,
mean,
no.
I actually really like this. I don't mean that to say, hey, he's done this thing for a video game, and there's me being, snarky. It's not that at all. Is I actually think this is a really strong Bondian piece of music.
So
Yeah,
excited.
I think you can definitely hear Arnold within it. But like you said, Tom, different experience for you, Rob. But I found out that it was Lana Del Rey at the same time I found out that it was by David Arnold. So when I'm listening to it, for the first time, you're listening to Lana Del Rey do a Bond song, and you're listening to David Arnold give us another Bond song, and those things coming together. And I suppose first of all to talk about that, the two work together really, really well.
Yeah, yeah.
David Arnold's the songwriting, the production, the orchestration mixed with her voice. It's a really good combination that complements each other. And you've heard, like in some of the press releases from David Arnold, how he's sort of shown admiration for her, etc. So I think as a collaboration, it's worked really, really well. If you kind of talking specifically about David Arnold, I think you can very much hear his sort of Brosnan
Yeah.
era amongst the kind of the chord changes and progressions. I think it sounds somewhere between Surrender and The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah, I
kind of,
agree.
the song
Yeah,
progresses,
yeah.
which is great. And yeah, I think for me, I mean, talking about David Arnold is a different conversation, but I think some of his music for Bond progressed and progressed until he had a really good command of the orchestra by the time he was doing like Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace and kind of using it in proper like instrumentation. And I think he's gone for that kind of
Yeah.
you know, I mean, there's a bit of a synth start, a tiny synth start, which sounds really Tomorrow Never Dies, kind of 90s and quite dated for personally. But then from there, it's pure organic vocals on proper instrumentation, orchestration, and it's it's things like that that should make it timeless and a classic. So I think it's a great collaboration, which I know a lot of Bond fans are extremely pleased about.
I mean, I've spoken to Warren, who's the leader of Cue the Music, and he said that he's known about this for 6 months. How exciting is that?
Wow.
Because he, of course, at the moment is preparing the concert with David Arnold, which is going to be in November. So he's
Wow.
obviously met with him, and he's got all the scores and all that. So how exciting! That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're hoping that they're going to perform it at that concert. I mean, just think about it. This is all such brilliant stuff to get excited about.
It is. It's a new song to add to the repertoire. It's a new Bond song.
Yeah.
It fits in with all the others. I mean, how good is that? Like we have the idea of Cue the Music performing it, but probably when you get sort of compilation albums or playlists of Bond music now, this will be part of that. And rightly or wrongly, previous songs for Bond games haven't quite been included in those compilations and those playlists. So we've had some pretty decent names before doing the songs for Bond games. That I mean, off the top of my head, like Maya and Joss Stone. Is there not like
Natasha Bedingfield, famously?
Yes, Natasha Bedingfield. And yet, I've just got a feeling that this one will be counted amongst the film songs, which is pretty significant in so many ways.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more with that, Harry. Actually, I think that it gives such an idea. Like, what video games come out with their own theme song with like a recognised pop? This tells you everything you need to know about how massive the Bond franchise is, and also how beloved it is, and the appetite. The appetite is there for this. People are going to go mad. Like, I'm already thinking, like, heck, will this be out on? Will it be on vinyl? Like, will it be like? A sudden obsession. Like, is it going to be on CD? Like, can I have it in the car? Like, like on physical media? Is there going to be a physical
radio
version of this? Yeah. I want music. I want TV. I want radio. Voice was awful, and so
no, that was good.
But like, this is, and it does feel like that. When it has this really premium quality to it and a premium production feel to it that I think elevates it above so much of the stuff. And that's what Bond was always great at, was setting its stall out going, we are the absolute premium of what there is out there in terms of filmmaking, music production, all of that. Like, we're at the absolute forefront of everything. And this has that class. This has that aura about it. Like, whether the tune is to everyone's cups of tea or not. Well, the Bond franchise has got, like, we've all got, out of the 25 songs, we've got ones we can take or leave, or we skip, or we whatever, It's just, but to have this new, classy, beautifully produced song that is now part of the Bond fabric. I
think to hit
my
like
veins, please,
a wider, to talk about things wider, linked to what you've said. And I know it's not linked to Bond 26, this. I mean, they might be having secret conversations about what they're doing and what they're not doing, and etc. But I know it's not Bond 26. And yet, everything about this and Bond 26 just feels like there's a real new desire to do the absolute best for James Bond.
Yeah.
Not to churn stuff out, and not to just pick, kind of composer. Like, them picking David Arnold to compose this shows a real appreciation and knowledge of the fans, because I know obviously he is an accomplished composer and musician, but obviously games a lot get their own composers. They don't really tend to get composers from the cinema, and yet they've got someone from film. It might just be for this song, I don't know. But it just, for me, I'm sure a lot of the motivation must have been to give the fans something they love, and to strike that sound that Bond has, and to therefore just that it's another example that they are really wanting to embrace James Bond here.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it's such a positive thing, so positive.
Just think about just to, again, just to go on from there, Harry. Like, think about the last few weeks. So only today we've had MGM
Yeah.
and Amazon coming out to say, look, we're taking this so seriously. I know you want to know who's going to be the next James Bond, but we are taking it really, really seriously. Right. Well, that's, like, that's a great thing. Then you get this today. We've obviously got First Light coming out, which is shaping up to be, I think, with all the stuff around it, like, this is looking like being the, what do they call it? Like, they call it a triple A game, don't they, in America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This is going to be a triple A video game experience that will be like a high point of the video game year. Is this game, and everything we're seeing from it as well looks that way as well. Then factor into that as well, you've got In Fleming Publications doing King Zero,
Yeah.
announcing that recently, a
Yeah.
contemporary James Bond novel set in present day with a 35-year-old James Bond
oh
from Charlie Higson. Bond
yeah,
is suddenly in really rude health across
yeah.
multiple mediums. And it's like, Tom, I love that, like, that reaction,
I've
like chuckling with
I'm so
excitement. Like,
excited. You're
honestly,
right, though.
there's
They're
so
like,
much good stuff to look forward
yeah,
to here.
it's like a three-pronged attack, isn't it? Almost.
Yeah.
It is,
I
yeah.
know.
It really
I know we
is.
don't have the film yet, but all the sounds are great. So we've got that. We've
Yeah.
got the books, and then we've got the video game, and now the music on top of it. And I know David Arnold, and I'm obsessed with his new Bond theme for the 007 Road to a Million.
Yeah.
No one else
Yeah.
is interested, but it does show that he's still actively involved, and he always has been. He's not. I think he did
Yes.
music for like an advert for a car advert with the Bond theme or some tie-in maybe a few years ago.
Yeah.
So he's still there. He's still really interested, and I know Math. This is on behalf of Math and some other people. They probably think it's time to move on from him doing the music for the film, and we say Denis Villeneuve will probably want Hans Zimmer back, which I've no objection to. So
Yeah.
I think it's even better that we've got him for this, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think when you talk about the present day go-to orchestral voice of James Bond, who is out there working today, there's only one name.
Yeah.
And it's David Arnold. So, and it's brilliant. And it adds such a cohesion to all the worlds as well for David Arnold to be involved. Like, this is just catnip for the soul, isn't it? It's lovely, all this stuff. It really
This
is.
is it. I'm not trying to belittle all the hours and weeks and months and years of preparation for this game and everything that's going into the new Bond film, but it also shows you that in some ways it doesn't take much to get us right back in there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There are easy
No.
steps to take. There are things that you can do that will win people over immediately, and these are just some of them that you can do. And I don't think, by getting an old composer, I don't think they're going to be recreating 90s Bond or anything like that. The game will be very much for the future generation. But this song, Lana Del Rey singing it, David Arnold composing the song. I don't know about the score for the game, but these are the things you can do just to really get the fans on board, but also draw new fans in. It's like a really straightforward play to get people hooked.
Yeah.
Because most people playing the game and listening to the song won't really know David Arnold, but they'll know, the fans do, but they'll know Lana Del Rey, won't they? So it works on both levels.
Yeah.
I mean, just going into the song itself again. Did anyone notice? I think it was Lord Lally from James Bond Club Island. Or it might have been him. The first few, I know you said it was a bit synthetic, electronic, Harry. I'm sure it is replicating the Doctor No, at the very start.
Oh,
No.
I think it might be.
So,
Fascinating.
yeah. Rob, you've heard it
Oh.
enough now.
Yeah. But because so what I've been doing is I've been I hate to say this, been rearranging the room I sit in with all my books.
Yeah.
So I've had it on in the background while I've been rearranging the books. So the
Lovely.
subtleties of the production probably have been missed,
Yeah.
with me wandering around the room and
Oh, I
whatever.
wouldn't have known. I've just only heard it because you
Yeah.
said
So
it.
I need to. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to go slightly backwards, but something just came into my head before
Yeah.
we moved into the song itself. If I could just address it, is where do you think this is going to feature in the game itself? Is
Well,
there going to be a? Do you know
Rob,
the
do you not
answer
know
to it?
this? Tomorrow
No.
at 8 o'clock, or well, Friday the 17th
Yeah,
of April,
I think
when
it
this
might be 9 o'clock our time, maybe. I'm
mate,
not
yeah,
sure what it is, but I don't
the
know.
Rob, the
What?
pre-title sequence is going to be launched on YouTube with this
What?
song. Sorry, the
Yeah.
title sequence.
So
I'm not joking. We'll be back doing this again, I think.
Yeah, so there's going to be a title sequence to go with it,
Yeah,
Rob.
Rob, it's how exciting.
like
Yeah,
honestly, this is amazing. Right. So do we? Therefore, what I'd really like to know is, do we play part of the game and then do we get a gun barrel and then this?
Yeah, that's
surely.
Ugh.
that's a where
Oh,
they put the gun barrel was and all that. But
yeah.
there's all the other games have had a title sequence with a song.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
expectation is that a Bond adventure has a song, and they've given us that. The expectation is that it's a fairly well-known name now to sing the song, and they've given us that. They're telling us there's a title sequence to be released. That they're using the title sequence as a
Yeah.
marketing. But
yeah.
clearly, it's going to be something they're proud of, and it's proudly part of the piece.
The marketing's been brilliant for this game, I have to
It
say.
really has. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it really has. You're absolutely right. It makes like the title, like obviously when you hear a title that doesn't immediately sound Bondian. I had no really opinion whether this is
Yeah.
Bondian, but the way they've handled it, the way they've marketed it since then, I feel it's a Bondian title now.
yeah,
It is, and
That's
it's
the
in
thing.
the
It is.
chorus, is it? Let me have a look here now.
yeah.
Yeah.
At the start, maybe at the
Yeah, it says at
first
the
light of
start,
day.
it's the
The
first
moths to
light
a
of day.
flame.
Yeah, that's it. Running sunlight is the
Yeah.
first light of day. And then I think it comes back into the chorus when it's so cocky how that can't say I'm surprised to
Yeah,
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 that,
yeah,
yeah.
that
Oh
it's
no,
the
I like
first light
that.
of day. Yeah, that's yeah.
yeah.
No, because I really like that. Oh, so right, going into the song,
Yeah.
like so lyrically, because we're talking lyrics at the moment, the lyrics are, I think are really Fleming as well. Actually,
Oh, Rob,
like
oh,
I think they are. I think they are.
how good's that?
We might end up with some, detractors saying something like that, or I might end up with some detractors
Yeah.
saying something like that. But I think there's something like there's an assumption. Certainly, as the Fleming novels went on, the people around him, there was an expectation of Bond's behaviour. So even just to say, I can't say I'm surprised, is that same level of expectation. We
Yeah.
know, and that harks to us as an audience as well. We know what we want. We know what we hope for from a Bond adventure, from a James Bond. Here we are with this new James Bond adventure, and we're hearing Lana Del Rey saying that she, on
Yeah.
meeting him and on seeing it, she can't say she's surprised. We're in
Oh,
for a treat.
oh, that's so good. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it.
I think we're in. It's another call to arms, another signal we're in great hands.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, Rob, you'll know this song in conjunction with the images.
Oh, don't.
A bit, because when we say no time to die, weren't sure about the song, and then oh
Hey,
no, when I've seen the title sequence, it does elevate it a bit. Even if you're not that keen on the song, I think when you see it in the film,
Yeah.
I think Spectre certainly helped with that.
Spectre, I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, uh,
hey,
not
yeah.
Radiohead. Keep same joke every
Well,
time.
this is the thing with it. It's so difficult with a Bond song, like you first listen the first time it comes out. Because actually, often Bond songs grow on you the more that they become part of
Yeah,
the package, part of the film, part of the story, and that's happened with a few recent Bond songs. I've not been absolutely head over heels straight away, but when you see the part they play in the title sequence and you
oh,
hear
Yeah.
them and you associate with and all that, then it does start to become special. And I just think I think it's amazing that we're going to have that with this. in 3 or 4 years, 10 years,
Yeah.
when we hear this song, it'll take us back to this conversation we're having right now. It'll
Oh.
take us back to 2026 when things were going so well.
Yeah.
And they might
Yeah.
still,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not going to, but
Wow.
like, it was such a good time in our lives. That kind of, and this is, it's been said many times before, but it harks back to those GoldenEye days when everyone
Oh,
knows
yeah.
where they
Yeah.
GoldenEye the game, GoldenEye the song, GoldenEye the film, all this stuff. We're getting things that are very, very similar to that this year.
Yeah, just oh, completely agree. I think like we're gonna have so many interesting moments where to tie this back to video games, because essentially it's a video game
Yeah, yeah.
conversation as well
Yeah.
at heart. But like, if we go off music like now, so like, did any of you guys play what do they call Drake's Fortune? Drake the
Yeah, I did
uh
back on maybe the PS5.
yeah so
What's it called? Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one.
yeah.
So the first one was brilliant. The second one was, I thought, one of the greatest adventures I've ever experienced, like movies or otherwise. Third one, incredible as well. I played those a decade ago now, but now if I hear the horns,
Yeah, you've cut out,
I,
but yeah,
no, I'm back there. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I hear and so many
Yeah.
people listening will know that the I'm back there, and
Yeah.
that's what this could do.
yeah,
Oh,
That's what this music could do, is take you back to a place in time of pure enjoy when you're experiencing something that is so brilliant
yeah.
that you're just in love with what it is that you're
yeah.
experiencing. I really hope this is that. Also, like, are we going to have like music cues from the song in the game as well
Oh,
while we're playing?
yeah. I
That's
hope
it.
so.
Like,
Yeah.
that
Makes you
there's
wonder.
obviously the ba 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 ba.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
was
are we
doing.
gonna
Yeah.
get like?
Did. Can't
Are
say
we
I'm
gonna get?
surprised. Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna get this? I just don't know. Oh
I
dear.
do I do think it's a difficult job to come up with a song that sounds very Bond and doesn't sound like a pastiche, and I do think they've
Yeah,
achieved that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do think her vocal is a lot superior maybe to some of the more recent ones because yes, some might say you can't hear every word. And at the end, there's a lot of like, yeah, so we're not like talking in the background and stuff.
It's,
You'll be obsessed, Harry. Yeah, like didn't I know
yeah,
this? Yeah, so that is funny, but I do think it sounds a little bit classier, and I think I think they're both bringing their A game. Harry, you're right, and Rob, the production is superb. It
mm,
isn't overdone, but I think particularly this and that new 007 theme, Arnold's drums are a lot more enforced. It doesn't
yeah.
sound as
mm,
just, an orchestra on a stage. It
Sit
sounds like
back. Yeah,
actual
mm.
studio work. And yeah,
unafraid.
I'm a massive fan. I think it does sound a bit like, the brilliant song from Batman Returns. Da, da, da,
Hold
da,
me.
da, da.
Oh, from yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
face
word.
to face. That's an all-time song. But yeah, but if it sounds like that, that means it's good. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
there are a few songs. Part of it, like if you remixed it and stuff, it'd sound like a Pet Shop Boys song in places, like which is no bad
Sunny
thing because
Daylight.
they've been linked.
Yeah.
They've been linked to
Yeah,
Bond.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like there are also bits that made me think of All I Ever Wanted by, is it Depeche Mode?
Oh
Like
yeah,
just
yeah. Enjoy the
before.
silence. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
And those are like melodically, these are great things to be compared. Like
yeah.
I like this
And
sound.
that minor key edge to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But like you say, Tom, I love that Arnold, and like he did with the Road to a Million theme and that, he is up for a bit of more. Even though he's got this command of the orchestra now, he does like to be a bit thrilling. Like there's
yeah,
some thrilling stuff in his music with drums and climaxes and things like that.
yeah.
For me, some of the recent Bond songs have just lacked a bit of a kick, a
Yeah.
bit of a drum that comes in.
Yeah.
Whereas this gives us that. When I was looking through some of the social media response, some people saying like the best Bond song before this was probably Chris Cornell, kind of that. And I think this is like a bit linked to that kind
Yeah.
of, got that feel to it. And just speaking on social media, by the way, the response, I was looking through a lot of comments, so positive from
Good.
yeah, on different levels. People who are pleased about Arnold, pleased about Del Rey, people who are excited about the game. Nothing but positivity. It's been a great move for that. But yeah, sorry, the song, yeah, I think it's great. Like lyrics, I did see some people kind of, because actually a lot of the chorus focuses on playing the game. The words and the lyrics talking about playing a game, and whether you think that might be too much, you know.
On the nose, kind of.
I think it ends with like gonna play.
Yeah, it's so popular.
And I can just picture when you're playing the game, you know, if you get stuck on a level where you have to keep repeating and it keeps going back to the end line, like
Yeah.
you play, and then you start. I just think we'll become really, because you know, with a computer game, you always have to replay levels or try again and try again. I imagine
Yeah.
this song, even if it's on like the menu. I don't know if the games have menus now. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menu.
So I just think the sound of it, the fabric of it, and everything will become incredibly familiar to us. We'll really get to know it well in just those nuances that we'll quote to each other, and yeah, it's a bit like the GoldenEye music, you know, on the game.
Oh yeah.
Levels of that.
I'm thinking when you mentioned there, like your favorite one in a while, like this. No, could be controversial.
Go on.
It might be my favourite thing. GoldenEye.
I thought you might go back there. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not to say, because I really loved Sheryl Crow's. I really loved Garbage's. And I liked Eilish's.
What about You Know My Name?
It wasn't as much my cup of tea.
Oh, that's interesting.
I thought no, and I've been very honest about that. Actually, I thought it was like I thought it was a little too congested for me. Great tune. Cornell is a great artist as well, but I found it a little bit too congested for me. I don't know why congested is the word I'm using. You know, like nasal issue.
Yeah.
But it was like very, you know, you know,
it's really breathes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think this could be my favourite since GoldenEye.
Wow, amazing.
Well, I mean,
come for me, Twitter.
It's certainly the best for me since I can't even remember what it's called now. Another Way to Die, because that's really grown on me now. But that's a different song. I do think it is.
It is, yeah.
It's a bit of a. It's not as hardcore as the Cornell, but it is a step up above the sort of other Arnold ballads in terms of there's a bit more edge to it, which I think the game, you know, like the personality of Bond in it. I couldn't picture a ballad for this game from what we've seen so far.
No, yeah.
But I do think it is a step up from that.
Yeah. But again, matching the, you know, the theme with content as well.
Yeah,
you know, like it does give such a fulfilling feeling, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, greatness.
Well, we will revisit this topic very soon, I think, because we will want to chat about the title sequence with this song on it. And yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of statements which we'll just put on the chat as well from both David Arnold and someone at IO Interactive, you know, the people who are making the game. The game's not long out, you know, we're talking end of May, that'll whiz by. That is like just over a month.
Can I just say, as soon as I heard this, I just pre-ordered the game straight away.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's what we want, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm declaring open house. That
yeah, no, we do. We need to be there. Rob.
It's arriving courtesy of Jeffrey Bezos that morning.
Everything's Amazon now.